All right, so Homestead's finally come and gone. It was pretty lackluster if you ask me, but for anyone who like lives under a rock, I'll like pretty much recap for you. Um, so obviously D's was the championship for it and made to Homestead, Danny Hamlin, Kevin Hart, Mark Texter, and Kyle Busch, all with a shot at the title. Um, it wasn't like it was the best race ever, but like it wasn't the worst, but it was definitely like it definitely like lacked what like previous years had shown us, which was like basically a great battle for the win between two of the best in the business that were like trying to battle out for a championship, and we had seen that like for many times last few years, like ever since like so we adopted this current playoff format with the playoff grid elimination style format in 2014. We had like and from then to 2018, we had like 5 years of really great finishes, like where two drivers were really battling hard for the title, giving everything they had. This one was just like kind of not like that. It was the package, the 550 horsepower package, did not work for Homestead. It worked for pretty much almost every other intermediate track on the season schedule. But for Homestead, I mean, there was pretty much no testing whatsoever, no practice sessions, and the weather was basically definitely played a big factor into the fact that we did not have as good of a race as we would have liked. Because I mean, they only have one 50-minute practice session, and that's just not enough time, if you ask me. And even if you like had like, you need to give more than 2 hours of practice sessions, if you ask me. You have to give them at least 3 or more hours. It's not enough now. Like NASCAR like needs to let them like practice more and whatnot so they can like tune their cars more, really know what they've got for every track on the schedule. I think they need to go back to doing that. So until they do that, I think it's gonna be like a long. It's gonna be like the race is just gonna get worse if you ask me. But anyway, for Homestead, like we had qualifying rained out, and so basically the field was set by owner points. So basically what happened was that we had the front row as Denny Ham. Was it Denny Hamlin? I can't remember. I think it was Denny Hamlin. And then hold on. I know like by set by owner points, Denny Hamlin I think was on pole. Kyle Busch started fourth, and I think Truex was second. Harvick was third. Or no, I think Harvick was second actually. Truex was third. I have to check it. Hold on. So I am trying to check right now on the NASCAR mobile app, and it's not loading. But anyway, as I'll just get to like the racing itself. The there was only one actual caution. The other two cautions were stage cautions. Like so, three cautions total in the race. And I mean, for what it's worth, it's okay. Okay, so I had checked just now. Danny Hamlin, Kevin Hart, Mark Truex Jr., Kyle Busch. That was the front four. That was your starting four. So that's what happened. And as for the race itself, Danny Hamlin was definitely like pretty lackluster. And well, the first stage itself was lackluster. Sorry, Danny Hamlin had the lead at the start, but didn't even lead the first lap. Harvick did, and then his car kind of faded to the tight side. Truex's car was like long run car. And it was like fast, super fast throughout the first stage and also throughout most of the second stage too. And until the third round pit stop, sorry, occurred because the first round was green flag stopped and the second round pit stops was under caution for tires. So the second green flag stop, which was like kind of like halfway through the second stage, that was kind of a turning point of everyone saying this is about to get real exciting because what the 19 picker done on Truex's car was, unfortunately, they had switched the front tires up. So the left front tire was on the right front, and the right front was on the left front. So that was not how it's supposed to work. They switched those two tires by accident, so they had to come back down and change tires again. And anyone who knows NASCAR really well knows that each tire is specific to that spot because I heard that the left front tire is slightly smaller than the right front. So I don't know what I know that's supposed to mean, but basically like the left front, it's not the car is just not going to turn at that point. So he was having a hard time driving, had to bring it back down. I believe stage two. Well, I gotta check that one. But stage two ended pretty crazy because Truex was locked down, got into the lucky dog position, and then they had like a kind of BS caution from John Newtek, who was like who spun, saw some smoke, but like didn't really go sideways or anything like that. So it was kind of, I don't know why they threw out the caution, but I mean I guess it might have been dangerous. I don't know like how much of a problem it might have been that John Newtek spun, but at the same time it's like, well, at least it like puts Truex back on the lap, gives him another shot. And then what happened was I don't think his car just wasn't as dominant as it used to be because they had the for so they ran that car like for 1 or 2 laps with the right front on the left front, the right front tire on the left front, and the right front and the left front tire on the right front, and it damaged the splitter pretty badly. So they tried to fix it. I don't think it didn't go back to where it was before. So that was they had to fight that the rest of the way. It doesn't really matter who won the first, second stages because they don't get stage points whatsoever. But as for the third stage, I mean, definitely lackluster. Green all the way to the end, right? Basically, so that was upsetting for from my standpoint because I would have liked a little. I would have liked to see a caution or two for like problems, but these cars are so stable now. Like you can't even spin them out. It's so stupid. Like the only way you're gonna spin them out is if like you get a flat tire or something like that. So, like you can't just get like straight loose in the corner and like just spin it out. That's not how that doesn't work anymore. I'm like I'm like legit like upset by that. So Kyle Busch pretty much led the entire final stage and finished ahead of Truex by like at least 4 seconds. Like Truex tried to close in and it just didn't work out. But what happened? What the big storyline was? Danny Hamlin and his crew chief Chris Gabehart bold uh, made a bold move, which didn't work out because what he tried to do, what Chris Gabehart decided to was so anyone who knows NASCAR as well is that the more you cover the grill, the fat the, so the more you cover the grill, the faster your car will get because it like the air goes through the grill, which causes a lack of aero and your car slows down. So if you cover up the grill entirely, you get as much speed as possible. So they tried to cover up the grill with more tape on on their final pit stop, which ended up not being their final pit stop because the car they put too much tape on the grill and it ended up overheating the car to the point where Hamlin said, "It's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. It's not gonna make it." So it right back down and take that piece of tape off. It was a huge piece of tape. It was actually far too big, and I like the aggressive move from Chris Gabehart, but that piece of tape was far too big for it to work out. I'm sorry, that's just not how. That's just not gonna work. In the end, Kyle Busch takes the checkered flag. So so that's it. So now you're looking at the full on playoff grid, and I my predictions weren't that far off from what I was hoping. I thought that Hamlin had it won. I thought he had the best chance. I thought he like with JD Gibbs on his side with the 11 and everything like that. I thought it was gonna work out for him. I guess, but either way, I mean, they did it for JD Gibbs. They did it for Timur Joe Gibbs. Um, so I guess like I can't be too. I'm not too mad about it now. I was kind of disappointed by the outcome at first because obviously this post-race inspection thing they got going on now, saying, okay, well if this car can get disqualified if it doesn't pass inspection, and once it did pass inspection, I was like, all right, I'm good. So unofficially, it was Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, and Danny Hamlin. Uh, those were the top four drivers in the standings at the end of the night. So I gotta say, for the way this playoffs worked out, the most of it was like pretty good. Obviously my predictions were quite a ways off from what I was expecting, just because I couldn't envision three JGR drivers making the final four. We've never had more than two uh, drivers from the same team make it to the championship four. So that's why I couldn't envision it until this. And Joe Gibbs Racing proved me wrong. I'll give him that. So uh and I gotta say, if you had told me that the championship four had to be these four, I wouldn't have minded because if you look at the because if you look at like going back to the start of the playoffs, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Mark Truex Jr., and Kevin Harvick had garnered the most playoff points of any of the playoff drivers in the field, and so those are the four most deserving to make it, 100%. Like there is no doubt in my mind that those four were gonna make it because of how many playoff points they garnered. But as predictions go, I mean it's hard to gauge them sometimes. I thought I thought Kevin Hart would run into some problems in round of eight, like maybe Martinsville struggles would like be the ultimate factor, saying, okay, it's not gonna happen. But he all those troubles got washed away because he won Texas again for like the third straight year. And then Truex, I wasn't expecting to win Martinsville. He just flat out dominated the damn race itself. It was ridiculous. So obviously, this is a class review slash house day review for me, and I I'm actually I'm content with it, and until like 2020 comes around, we'll see how this we'll just enjoy. We'll just have to accept the fact that Kyle Busch is a two-time champion of the NASCAR Cup Series because it's no longer called Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. It is just called the NASCAR Cup Series because Monster Energy is no longer the title sponsor. NASCAR will not have a title sponsor for the Cup Series. So I'm definitely looking forward to next season. So Daytona, February, obviously. I'm gonna try to make it to. I'm gonna hopefully make Taco Speedway again. It's gonna be a good time. We'll have more vlog footage and whatnot. So it'll be a great time. So yep, 2020 is getting around the corner, and it's gonna be something that everyone should look forward to because there's no doubt in my mind that it's gonna be the last year for the. It's supposed to be the last year, 2020, for the Gen 6 cars, and we can move on to next gen cars. Hopefully, the next gen will save NASCAR. That's probably our last ditch effort at this point. And until then, it's gonna be crazy. 2020's got the ridiculous new schedule and whatnot. I'm excited. Until then, thank you all for watching, and listening to me ramble on about the whole playoff predictions and review and whatnot. Um, these last 10 weeks, man, they've been amazing to to review on and to predict and everything. So I I appreciate everyone who's taking the time to listen. And if you did enjoy the listening and looking at the predictions and results and whatnot, like the video, share the video, comment on it, subscribe. Let me know what else I should do. I know, and I'll try to do that. Ring the bell for notifications on anything new coming to this channel. And I know that this channel doesn't get as much won't be on the spotlight or anything. I know, but I enjoy doing this, and I hope you all do enjoy listening as well. I will see you on the flip side because I don't know when I'm gonna be doing another video for this channel, and but I hope that I'll get some good footage at Elko Speedway next year, and I'll do that for sure. So if that happens, and well, if the Elko Speedway happens again, and I can get some real good footage again, like I did here in 2019, 2020 will be just as good, if not better. So I'll sign off for now. Take care. Bye bye.